You know, I saw the story and I heard a little bit. It just angers me to the core. I had to drink a beer before I had to do this story because it pissed me off that bad. A nearby cop declined to stop a predator from assaulting a woman, a victim. Cop declined to stop a nearby predator abusing a victim. You're thinking, for real? Oh yeah. Let's get to it, shall we?
A cop declined to intervene when a woman was being sexually assaulted right in front of him. This is hard to watch. It's from New Orleans. Here's the video.
It's audio. And we're just
like this poor girl. I mean, I'm going to get up there faster than the cop is.
And is anyone in danger right now?
I mean, yeah, she's being raped on the street corner.
Yeah, we just have
like,
that. Yeah. For a moment.
I mean, this police officer isn't even moved. He's still just parked here. What the what the f*** are y'all doing?
Ma'am, this is, if I could...
This is like really distressing.
Well, that tells you, ladies and gentlemen, this is how fucked up Louisiana. I was like, yeah, if you want to, if you ever go to Louisiana and help Louisiana, forget about it. Louisiana's so fucked up, especially New Orleans. I think Louisiana and Georgia are two most notorious fucked up fucking states when it comes to the cops.
Dramatic, and I mean, I'm literally about to be back there, and this officer hasn't even moved, and these two police officers just drove past, shone the headlights right on her, and just continued to drive.
Are you headed back to that location?
Yeah, she's
okay. Is the suspect nearby? But I don't want you to put yourself in. He's gone. He's gone.
I mean, yeah, he's gone. Yes. Stop is still a block away, and this girl got raped on the street corner. Literally got raped on the street corner. These cops drove right past her. She's like dead on this street corner. What the f***? Yo, there is a cop a block away. They can start CPR on her. She does not have a pulse. Come on. Come on. Hey, wake up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay, it's okay. You're okay. You're okay.
She's alive,
ma'am?
Hey. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's going on with her?
She's just passed out on the street corner. She just got raped on the street corner. I told you what's going on with her. She's like, perfect.
That's hard to hear. This is such an unfortunate story. New Orleans police officer was in vicinity, right in that location, did absolutely nothing. Now, ironically, the witness happened to be a respiratory therapist, gave CPR. The victim regained consciousness. Now, here are some details to that horrific incident. A New Orleans police officer was flagged down late on a recent Tuesday night in the French Quarter by a witness who delivered a distressing message. A block away, she saw a man raping an unconscious woman in plain view on the street corner. But over the next 3 minutes, the officer chose not to budge. According to her phone log, the woman reported the crime to authorities at 11:19 p.m. That was July 26th, near the intersection of Royal and Toulouse Streets. The dispatcher had asked the witness to notify an officer. The witness spotted parked in a nearby squad car while she finished dispatching the call. A 911 call shows the dispatcher did not enter the call into the system until 11:21, more than a minute after the call began. It took roughly another minute for police to dispatch a unit. The 911 call ended with the dispatcher telling the witness an officer would be there as soon as possible. By that point, the woman had put the phone down and was talking to the victim. "You're okay," she said. "I got you, baby. You're okay." The Lens obtained the audio and shared it with the Times. The New Orleans Advocate for the newspaper reported Monday that the New Orleans Departments of Sex Crimes detectives are swamped with cases, and the unit has a clearance rate of 1 in 20. But let me put up a picture of the spokesperson, all right, for the New Orleans Police Department. His name is Gary Sheets, all right?
Check it out.
Said the
Gary
first
Sheets.
responding officer arrived at 11:24 p.m. and an additional unit arrived a minute later. Sheets wouldn't say if the department believed the flagged officer violated a department policy or is under investigation. Also, Sheets declined to name the cop and said the ones who responded acted appropriately. He did not say whether the responding officers included the officer the witness had begged for help. So you already see what they're doing here. They're covering up for the negligent cop by pointing to the cops who did respond and saying, oh, well, the responding officers, they acted appropriately. You have a bad cop who did not act appropriately, obviously. You have a corrupt cop, more than likely. Why did the cop just remain there? Was he protecting the individual who was committing the criminal activity? You have to now ask these questions. There's more. In an interview, the witness said the officer never joined any of them. Sheets said police are still investigating the incident and did not name the suspect. The victim is not ready to be part of the investigative process. And who would? There's already a rape culture in America where typically the violators will receive a benefit of the doubt. You have the police that basically decided to watch, did not provide any assistance at all, not really giving the victim a lot of confidence in the system. According to the witness, the suspect was a black male and the victim was a black female. The superintendent, let's go to Ferguson. Sean Ferguson here is the superintendent. The buck stops with him. Okay, so now here's what we're saying needs to happen. You don't have a vigorous response from law enforcement. You have the beginnings of what seems to be a cover-up. You have a victim who was afraid to cooperate with law enforcement because there's no confidence in their ability. Now, Adrian, let me ask you this as an attorney. We know that the Supreme Court has upheld, basically, cops have no duty to protect you, which is insane. But a cop who's literally watching a criminal act like this, doing absolutely nothing, is there any level of negligence, criminal negligence or civil negligence that should be applied here against this officer and against the department by extension?
No, I definitely think it should, but I don't know necessarily that it can be, unfortunately. The fact that we have a Supreme Court who has said cops don't have a duty to act, to care, to protect, to take care of, even though their job, last I checked, was to protect and to serve. The fact is that if they are not doing their job appropriately, it seems that the only recourse really in this situation is their termination or suspension. But as far as I'm concerned, that's insufficient. I believe that law enforcement officers should be treated much like lawyers, much like doctors, where you're held to a standard, and there can be negligence in your actions. Unfortunately, we have a system that is set up to protect law enforcement such that we really do not, we're kind of rolling the dice when we call for help. We don't know if they're going to actually protect us and actually do their job, since they really don't have any kind of consequences in the event that they don't, especially when you have police unions protecting their employment. So it's just, it's really another shortcoming of our government, but unfortunately it can mean life or death.
And now you have a victim who's afraid to cooperate to prosecute this crime because of the negligence of law enforcement.
Yeah, she's afraid. Yeah, she's afraid to cooperate because she doesn't know who to freaking trust. She don't trust and she don't trust nobody. And you got the cops that sit there and watch it happen. That's really, really fucked up. In my book, that's just as fucking shady and suspect as fuck, and it's just as more fucking disturbing and disgusting as a cop that actually rapes women and children out there. With that said, I'm out here, Mike. Peace out.